Timberwolves, and then Minnesota visits here in late March 30th to be exact. Dallas turned the ball over on their first possession, and Minnesota gets no surprise. And it's Caleb Martin who creeps down for the defensive board.
Dodged a mistake there.
Najee Marshall on the attack, and he scores in the paint, as you would expect him to do.
Trade talk.
Oh, here comes Rudy Gobert and Max Christie. Meet me where you meet me, right at the rim. Max Christie slows him up, but then Dallas turns it over. Third time in the first minute and 20 seconds, and Julius Randle. They have a wayward pass here, but Anthony Edwards does track it down, but they're far out on the floor and late in the clock, but it doesn't stop McDaniels from heaving and hitting.
Who has been shooting the three?
That was great timing by PJ coming over there. I think it bothered the shot.
Now a straight line drive to the basket by Caleb Martin. A bounce pass down the baseline, an attack by PJ, a lead for Gafford, and a finish and a foul.
That's less. That's like 30%.
It's a little less. You're close, but it's a little less. Julius Randle, unstoppable force. And if I think I've mentioned that.
You want to get to the next level.
Of course.
That's where they are now.
Here's Randle. Down jumper against Dwight Powell.
That's tough.
They went to the gym. They got here.
And didn't leave. Here's Marshall on the attack. Leaves it for Dwight Powell. Bobbled, got it back. Dallas still has a chance to do something. Here's a heave and a hit for Brandon Williams.
Amen.
Caleb Martin defending Anthony Edwards. Just saw Martin return to the game. Edwards turnaround shot near the elbow, and it's good.
Tough shot.
MJ stuff, man.
Man's got a lot in his bag, that is for sure. Jaden Hardy probes in the paint and scores. Caleb Martin defending Anthony Edwards. Just saw Martin return to the game. Edwards turnaround shot near the elbow, and it's good.
Tough shot.
MJ stuff, man.
Man's got a lot in his bag, that is for sure. Jaden Hardy probes in the paint and scores. The Skins point about Gobert not being in the game. It was a lot easier opportunity to attack there for Jaden Hardy. Now Naz Reid. Boy, it looked like he almost... Now Edwards lob, and Berger finishes it. He kicked. Jalen Clark misses a three. And Berger making his presence felt with another offensive rebound. Ryan Nembhard's in the game, and Bones Highland drives against him. And Minnesota in transition. Jalen Clark misses it. And the Mavericks will go the other way. It's windshield wiper basketball. Long pass up ahead. Jalen Clark ran it down, arriving on the scene. Reed and another lob up to Berger. He played collegiately first at Georgia Tech for 3 years, then at Auburn. Jaden Hardy corner three. Off the swing pass to Miles Kelly. Give the rookie an assist. And here's Marshall inside. And Minnesota able to deny him that time. And they're on the run, but Kelly gets back an interception. On Monday, Stone Mountain, Georgia native Miles Kelly celebrated his 24th birthday. And their lead. If they score on this trip down the floor, at least if they have a basket on this trip down the floor. And Randle trying to give it to him, and Julius.
Tremendous coach.
Pocket pass to Powell, and then Gobert block.
A team like Dallas has had the last 2 years to play hard.
That's a
That's a great point. That's the best way to put it right there.
Randle somehow got himself out of trouble there as well.
Nice backdoor cut.
And then Brandon Williams with an adjustment in midair on the drive against up the back porch and into the back door, and then the takeaway. Ant lost it to Caleb Martin, who leaves it at the last second for Marshall to finish. Mavericks have 8 fast break points in tonight's game. Talked about it at the top of the show. They're averaging 27 fast break points a game on the line. Here's Ant. Baseline J.
Off for the year sometimes.
Here's an attack by Williams going downhill, lost the ball. And DiVincenzo has run out ahead of everyone, and DiVincenzo will elevate and score. Co-founder Norm Sanju and his wife Carol here tonight. Hart was part of that, so Harp's making his way back to the table. P.J. Washington Jr. making his way to the basket still.
I can't tell you how happy I am to see him get an easy bucket to start this second half. He is a guy that's got to get going again for the Mavericks. That's a great start. We got a steal here.
And it's Gafford out in the open court. The big man to the basket. Washington trying to follow it home, but it's Minnesota coming away with a rebound. Here's Julius Randle in the open court. A double clutch and a finish for Randle. Isolated in the right side of the floor. Washington got around Julius Randle. Gobert recovered to get a deflection, but then PJ picks up the loose change and scores again.
That's what we want. We want PJ getting buckets around the bucket.
And 2 around the bucket for him to start the third quarter. 3-pointers up. DiVincenzo nails it.
All right.
Kicked it out to Caleb Martin. His 3 is off target. Freight train's coming down the lane, and then Randle with a laser pass on the kick out. And another 3 for Minnesota. That's Edwards.
We go all over this area, right?
Yes.
Don't lie to the people. Don't lie to the
There's been some bizarre moments tonight.
Here's one right here.
Downhill drive. Najee Marshall with the pull-up and score. 9-point game.
He can score in that paint.
We're almost 4 minutes into the third quarter. Gobert sidesteps the defender, got around Washington, and good breaks, tight handles, and a smooth shot in the paint. Anthony Edwards a pull-up 3 after Dallas lost it. Going into play tonight, Minnesota and Chris Finch tied with Portland for the most challenges in the league this year, 53. Explosive to the basket, Anthony Edwards.
You can't give a guy that talented. Yeah.
Reed, low clock, and twirling and scoring. Naz Reid against Marshall.
All the footwork.
Pretty nifty for a guy that's known to be strictly a 3-point shooter.
14 points a game this year for Reed. Here's a pull-up in the paint. Yes, sir. Looking for the layup. Doesn't get the lefty lay to go. And the Mavericks run. It's Marshall leading for Washington. PJ at the basket.
Incredible.
Means we're all old.
14-point lead for Minnesota. Powell turns and drives. Leaves it for Nembhard for a midi baseline jumper.
Just a heady human.
5 starts in the last 8 games for Powell. He's got 8 rebounds in tonight's contest. Randle carves out space inside. And I'm here for it, man. I'm here for teammates having each other's back.
Yes.
Here's a spinorama and a score. Somebody flex. 39 of which have been successful. 15 unsuccessful challenges. Pocket pass and a basket. Nembhard to Powell.
I like that. That's what opens everything else up for everybody else.
And Nembhard trying to reach the paint. He stops just shy of it and hits a turnaround. And here is Edwards, and he got all bottled up, and he's trying to separate himself from Caleb Martin. Now doubled, and out of the double, he finds Reed for a deep 3.
Well, you got to know who
Schedule this game, and we're looking at the schedules. And, I mean, you can imagine how geeky those moments were when Brian and I were talking.
The NBA needs Followill and Damaris to help him reschedule that game.
50 seconds left in the third quarter. Nembhard, PJ catches rim side and puts it in there. Gap's got 6 boards. Powell leads the team in rebounds tonight. 9 is Gafford from Hardy there for the flush.
just an attack in the open court.
Hardy created a bucket for somebody else.
10 points in the game for Daniel Gafford. He was that somebody else that Hardy created the bucket for. Bones Highland on the dribble. 11 of 19 from the floor, so shooting over 57% for the floor tonight. Gafford again. That's 3 baskets somewhere, man. That's
almost like a championship. You can't take it down.
It's a beautiful thing. Oh, and that was for the Minnesota. Yes, it takes a long time to sound. Sometimes it takes a long time to sound like yourself.
Sound like yourself.
Yes. Right. Oh, Anthony Edwards. His game looks like Ant Edwards. His game looks like himself tonight, especially in the second half. He's come to life.
Yeah, he's been pretty quiet, though. He's 9 short.
Not even really putting up a bunch of shots.
29's his average. 20's the number he's got in the game.
You never know when to stop soloing, and Miles said, take the horn out your bleeping mouth.
Always trying to keep that thing going.
Yes.
If possible. He had that big win in New York last, and he pitches in.
Yep.
They're a different basketball team.
And the final seconds go out on this.